Almost everyone knows in the mirror reveals that there is too much fat in one or the other part of the body. This should not only be lost but best transformed into new muscles. After all, only a defined body looks fit and healthy. The goal is to build muscle and lose fat at the same time. Unfortunately, you cannot target it directly, but have to take a detour. Why? Muscle buildup and fat loss are based on different processes in the body. If you want more muscles, you have to work with an excess of calories, that is, you need to supply your body with more energy than it consumes. The additional energy is needed to adapt the muscles to the increased demands of the training. As a result, the muscles, and the fat deposits, grow. If you want to lose weight, on the other hand, you have to create a negative energy balance with your diet. Because if the body does not get enough calories for its needs from food, it must cover it with the energy stored in the fat cells. The result, over time, the upholstery, and also the muscles, melt. How do you still achieve a defined, muscular body? Two phases lead to the goal. The solution to this problem is to split the path into two phases: first, lose weight and then build muscle. Or the other way around. You should allow enough time for each of the two phases because building new muscles and breaking down adipose tissue are not fast. How long do muscle building and fat loss take? You should plan around half a year to build new muscle mass in a visible amount. If you are not a bloody beginner when it comes to strength training, you can expect a maximum of 500 grams of new muscle mass per month. It takes another 6 months to lose more than a few kilos of fat. With a calorie deficit of 500 calories a day, you lose between 1 and 2 kilos of fat per month. Makes 6 to 12 kilos in 6 months. That means, if you are going on a beach vacation on July 1st and want to come up with a real beach body, you should start working on it exactly 1 year in advance. If your overweight is moderate, you should devote yourself to building muscle within the first 6 months and moving on to fat loss at the beginning of the new year. On the other hand, if you are overweight, you should start with the fat loss, because during the muscle building phase there is still some fat added. So you may not be able to get to fat loss in the second phase. So first lower your body fat percentage until you are satisfied with it. Then you can turn to muscle building for the rest of the time. Of course, both are only suggestions, there is no one right way. You can also do a zigzag tactic and alternate muscle building and diet phases in a shorter rhythm. The main thing is that you are aware that every muscle gain brings more or less extra fat and every fat loss costs more or less muscle mass. The trick is to find a calorie and macronutrient supply for yourself in both cases that bring in as little additional fat as possible and eat as little muscle as possible. Otherwise, the whole thing quickly becomes a zero-sum game, muscle and fat buildup followed by fat and muscle breakdown. What is the correct order for losing weight? First muscle building, then fat loss. Advantages. Eating habits do not have to be changed drastically at first. At the end of the two phases leads to best form. Disadvantage. In phase EI, weight and body fat percentage go even higher. At the first relatively slow change in appearance. First fat loss, then muscle building. Advantages. Initially relatively fast results on the scale and positive changes in the appearance. With lower body weight training is better possible in phase 2. Disadvantage. Eating habits have to be changed drastically. In phase 2, the success of the diet is partially negated, so that a diet may have to follow again afterward. The implementation of the two phases. The muscle building phase. Food. When it comes to a diet that gives you more muscle, there are a few things that matter. Generate a calorie surplus of 300 to 500 calories daily. Consume a lot of carbohydrates. Consume 1.5 to 2 grams of protein per kilo of body weight. Consume little fat. Eat lots of green vegetables. Drink lots of water. Consume quick carbohydrates and easily digestible protein right after your workout. Eat lots of lean dairy products and eggs. Have more than 3 meals a day. Avoid alcohol. If necessary, use supplements, protein powder, creatine, mass gain, etc. The easiest way will be for you to implement the nutritional rules with a weekly schedule. We have created the right muscle-building nutrition plans for you. They contain recipes for a whole week and are tailored to your calorie needs and your goal. What to eat to build muscle? Overall, your diet should consist of as many muscle-building foods as possible, that is foods and drinks with such nutrients that your body needs more in the course of the muscle-building process. Good foods for muscle building are, for example, eggs, skimmed curd, chicken, tuna, oatmeal, and whole grain pasta. Supplements. Dietary supplements can supplement the daily menu. For example, protein shakes deliver a high-quality protein that is absorbed particularly quickly and well by the body. So it can make sense for you to add whey protein or other shakes to your diet. Branched-chain amino acids also provide proteins to your muscles. Finally, creatine should be mentioned as part of the basic muscle-building supplement package. With an intake of around 3 grams per day, creatine increases your performance with short successive intensive training requirements, which means that you can set stronger growth stimuli.